Heyo! How's everybody doing out there? This is EonShiKeno, back with some more Starcraft 2 action. Today, we're going to have another match from the Zotac North American Tournament, number 48. We're going to have it down here in the bottom left side of Daybreak, which is a cool name for a map, and a cool map on top of that. It's going to be ZeNEXmentalist. You didn't have enough room for the rest of his name there, but it's actually ZeNEXmentalist. So he's a Korean player, one of the lesser known players on ZeNEX. And which I think, if I remember correctly, is a combination of, what is that? There's two clans merged, and it's been a while since it happened. It's like I'm drawing a blank here. Anyways, two clans merged. He's on it. Let's check out his opponent, xSixSleep. He's going to be the red Zerg player on the top right side of the map, and he didn't mention this before, but you probably already know this, but our blue player is Protoss. If you don't know that, then this cast isn't going to make much sense on top of that. So anyways, xSixSleep, I commentated one of his games before at the Lone Star Clash. He played in Control, and in Control actually beat him 2-0. So those were two games that, okay, the first game he lost due to a cannon rush. And the second game he lost just because he had a miscontrol of his army that he should have easily defeated. But anyways, xSixSleep, very good player on the North American team. And Mentalist doesn't have too many big wins for himself. He's won a, let's see, he tried to get in Code A for GSL, but didn't make it in there, unfortunately. You know, Code A to get in there is just ridiculous. Like, GSL tournament is the most insane thing ever to get into. So anybody who gets anywhere near that is a pretty good player. But unfortunately didn't get in there. But he's won a couple other things. Starting to play a little bit more as far as tournaments go. His Team Liquid profile says he practices 10 hours a day, 2 to 2, which is an interesting schedule. He's most likely a night owl. And he's going to go with a Forge Gateway opening here. And deciding not to scout, which is interesting. Most Protoss players go for the pylon scout, but you know, Mentalist thinking, it's okay, I got it covered. I know the timings well enough that if he comes with a 6 pool, whatever, I'll figure it out when he gets here. I guess that's what he's going with here, but yeah, 6 pool would have been a problem. Yeah, I think he would have been in a pretty big problem with that 6 pool ship, because you have to scout it out and you have to put a pylon in your base ready to throw down a cannon to defend with it. So he's kind of just playing a little gamble here. Is he going to 6 pool? Is he not? But luckily for him, it worked out. His opponent, xSixSleep, decided to go for a pretty safe opening, speedling expand into. Is he going to throw down a quick third? Seems like it. One drone already heading way down here on the other side of the map. And this Zergling is going to stop this probe from scouting it out. No, it's not. Its speed isn't going to finish in time. This probe will scout out the third, but oh, I like this. Sleep is going to hide the drone for the time being. Not going to show the expansion. And so that's smart play there from Sleep, you know? Why show them the expansion if you're not? So he's going to see the speed pop out here, and he's going to see this expansion and think, all right, he's on 2 base. Ooh, he's going to go back. Ooh, is Sleep going to actually cancel that? That would be tricky. It's tricky. Nope, he's not going to cancel it. I thought that would have been quite interesting. Because right there, if Mentalist scouts that and doesn't see a third yet, he'll be thinking, all right, what's going on here? Then he'll see his speed, and he'll be like, uh-oh, he's got speed. He doesn't have a third. I need to get ready for a defense. So maybe a more tricky player would have went for that. But Sleep figures, you know what? I don't want to spend the extra minerals on canceling it, rebuilding it again. I love the positions here, though. The map maker made these like little cubicles here for the overlords. It's like, all right, got to go to work. Go to the cubicle. That's for like the noobs who like don't know where to put overlords out. They're like, all right, right here, this giant thing, this is where overlords go, right there. And then there's like another one right here, like this is where they go. It's kind of funny. So a lot of drones being made here for Sleep, and he's got a couple Zerglings heading out, going to do some scouting here. 1 sentry holding the doorway there. That's quite funny. But he's building up energy. Double gas going up here for Sleep at his expansion. Getting a supply block there, unfortunately, for a Mentalist. Actually, that was Mentalist making those assimilators, not Sleep. Back at his base, Overlord is just chilling here. Isn't in position yet to go for a suicide run. We have a robotics facility here, and more gateways on the way for Mentalist. How many more is he going to make? That is the magical number. He's still thinking about it. Queen down here at the third here for Sleep. Good saturation of drones here on the natural. Likewise here at the main. One evolution chamber done already. Starting another gas. Roach Warren on the way. This Overlord scouting out the third. Nothing there yet. Drone's doing a little peek. Not going to see much. Just see a couple sentries. Now he's got this is interesting. 3 gateways. He's making an observer. And he's got sentries, 3 of them, and he's making another sentry. Hasn't even... okay, he's got warp gate, but I guess he's just waiting for this one to finish to do that. So, 4 gateways in a robotics bay. I don't see Mentalist going for a 2-base play here. More than likely, he's going to play it safe and go for a 3rd. Now, most Protoss players put it right here. Just because it's kind of the safer place to go. This out here is kind of a lot more risky. You know, this is like an amazing spot for a Zerg to get a concave. They can kind of just attack everywhere here. But this is a map where Zerg players love to max out on Zerglings and Roaches, at least Nesty does, and get that 200 supply at like the 12-minute mark, and just send like an amazing amount of Roaches to this top base and just kind of suicide it, or just run into the main. But anyways, oh my god, those Zerglings are going to get a couple of free sentry kills here. Yeah, they are. Sentry's going to throw up some force fields, wasting no time throwing down the force fields, and these Zerglings are going to get taken care of lickety-split by Mentalist. So Mentalist there doing a pretty good job. He's going to get the probe. Yes, he does. He's going to take out that probe. That's going to slow down Mentalist's expansion just by a little bit. He was up there around 1,200 minerals, so... Kloss is getting some research going on here, just bypassing the Immortals altogether, which is an interesting play. Most Protoss players prefer to go with the Immortals on this map, but I could see the Colossus. I'm really interested to see how this is going to play out. +1 Zergling attack on the way. Roach speed and Ventral Sacs. Ooh, is he going to go for some drop play? And Banelings. Oh, I loved seeing Zerg players just go swarm mode. A lot of more gateways coming up here. 3 more on the way. But like I'm saying, I love when Zerg players just stick to low tech or mostly low tech, get just an insane number of units off 3 bases, and just kind of just throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at their opponents. That's a really entertaining Zerg style. And speaking of styles like that, if you guys watched DreamHack this weekend, Hayen, TSL Hayen, if I'm pronouncing that name correctly, probably not. He is a Broodlord player that recently switched to Starcraft too, and his style is just ridiculous. He'll have like 150 Zerglings out, and it's just such a fun style to watch. I mean, even if it doesn't win, it's just cool to watch because not many Zerg players play like that. I really like entertaining styles like that personally. Twilight Council being built here for a Mentalist. Has 1 Colossus out, actually 2 Colossus out. Stalkers going here. +2 hasn't yet been started yet. Of course, he has to wait for that Twilight Council to get done now, making 3 probes at a time. He's up on 7 gateways. I like the position here. These 3 gateways are at the top, followed by 2 photon cannons at the top. Overlords now with the speed upgrade, and the Ventral Sacs are done. +2, or actually +1 range and +1 armor all the way for our Zerg player. And he's making Roaches and Zerglings. He's making a hatch down here at the bottom of the map. And the Protoss player now, he's going to have to build up quite a bit of supply. We'll probably see him... he will probably be the defender first. I think we're going to see Sleep go with the attack first. He's got the upgrades. He's just building his army right now. He's making a Spire, probably just getting ready for a tech-like game. He's putting Banelings in here. Oh, man, I haven't seen Banelings in Overlords in a very long time, so that was probably like 4 months into the game or 5 months into the game when Zerg players started putting Banelings in Overlords to drop on Marines and sentries and death balls. So that doesn't happen as much now, but I think it's still very viable. I think just too many Zerg players got kind of, I don't know, too many times their Overlords got sniped by Blink Stalkers or something. They're like, screw that, that was terrible. But I think it's definitely a viable strategy, especially if you flank with it and come in after the Stalkers have blinked. But even still, let's say you don't kill the Stalkers. If you just get the sentries, and they've got a heavy number of sentries, they can still do quite a bit of damage to that death ball. So, we got a lot of Broodlord, or sorry, not Broodlords. Banelings are 28 in the Overlords. What was that? 85 drones already, dang, versus 78 probes macroing up like crazy this game. 21 Overlords, which is not really that relevant. 18 Roaches, and 37 Zerglings, more Zerglings on the way. Overlord doing a nice, good job of scouting over here through the base. You saw most of that. I like the top up here, going to go ahead and creep up that base. People don't realize how long it takes to creep to recede here. It is just it takes like, I think, over 100 in-game seconds, which is quite a bit. So, Sleep getting in position here. Mentalist wasting no time to go straight in for the attack, and he's not really in a good position here, throwing in more force field. Stalkers blinking back. Colossus up there in the front. Sentries have plenty of energy, but here come the Overlords. Going to drop some Bailings on top of all this. The Colossus doing a pretty good job of trying to get back here. Bailings now are dropping out there. Stalkers taking most of the hits. Force fields try to go down. Not many sentries left. I don't think I see any sentries left. Overlords continuing to chase. Zerglings coming. Roach is still trying to chase down here, and this death ball is looking less and less like a death ball and more like just pure death here. Zerglings coming in from the back, flanking, and now Mentalist has kind of just pushed himself across the map the wrong direction. I don't know if that was on purpose or just what he decided to do there, but he's on the other side of the map now. Stalker should be able to get out of this. One more blink, yeah, get back to the main. Stalker's reinforcements here. +2, close to being done now. Zerglings and Roaches heading the way up to the top, but with the Stalker count at the number it's at right now. Ooh, he's kind of getting a little out of position here. Now he's going to blink back, but he could do a little bit of damage up here, kill a couple of probes. There's 4 cannons up here. Nice base placement. He's just going to suicide these Zerglings and Roaches on this Nexus. Will he be able to get it? Those Stalkers are surely going to try and stop it at all costs. And he's definitely not going to get it down here in the middle. We have a Zergling run by, but the Colossus comes out just in the nick of time. Roast so many of those Zerglings. These guys are going to get a scout off, but not see anything they didn't already know about. Go ahead and go ahead and focus down on that robotics bay. Try and take it out, but I don't see that happening. The Colossus is going to come up here and be like, all right, had enough of you guys. He managed to get the shields off and about 200 HP there, so. Mutalisk out. Oh my god, look at all the Mutalisks here. Nice tech switch here from Sleep. But he kind of forced his opponent to just make a lot of Stalkers there to defend that. But all the Mutalisks are coming down here to the bottom. Does he have anything to defend with this? Yes, he does. He's got 3 cannons. There's so many, it's not even going to matter. You can just come here, focus fire these cannons down. He's regrouping. Now he's going to take him out. And continue to take out some more photon cannons being warped in there. More Stalkers going to get taken out here. And just the focus fire of these Stalkers is just tremendous. They can drop these buildings so fast. He even has a +1 attack upgrade, +2 on the way, making more drones. That's going to put him at 90. Protoss trying to make a 4th here in the middle of the base. Mutalisk now falling back the attack here in the middle. Zerglings being rallied in to take out this base. It's going to fall quickly, going to force a cancel. And these Zerglings are going to take out all of these pylons, +2 attack, +1 upgrade armor on those Roaches, or sorry, those Zerglings. 7 more Mutas coming out now, and I just really like this play from Sleep. I was kind of surprised about how much damage he actually did with that attack. That was a very, very interesting attack. But to his credit, or actually to Mentalist, actually not to his credit, Mentalist is kind of out in the middle of the map, but a nice blink here. Sleep is going to lose a couple of them. He's just going to go for the fight anyway. There's way too many Stalkers. He can't trade for that cost effectively. Going to fall back here. But what I was going to say is, the fight out here in the middle, Mentalist was just out. Like, there is no better place to attack a Protoss player as a Zerg player than right here. It's like, all right, I can just kind of attack you from everywhere. You do not have any built-in map walls or obstacles that can help you force field stuff. So, I mean, that just couldn't went any better for our Zerg player. So, I think it was a mistake for the Protoss player to be this far out without scouting ahead. So, Zergling, come up here, do some scouting. Isn't going to see anything but the red lasers in his face. Muta's now going in for another big attack. And look at this. He's got 2 High Templar, sure, but he doesn't have Storm yet. It's only halfway done. 1 Stalker gets taken out there. Let's check the upgrade for the Stalkers. 2 attack upgrade. Storm about halfway done. +3 attack for those Stalkers close to being done. And he really needs this many Stalkers to deal with that many Mutalisks. This Mutalist number is getting where he's making 7 more. That's going to put him at 41, if my math is correct. No, it's 43. Oh, man. That's so many Mutalisks. And he's really good. He actually took up this top base. Did a lot of damage up here. And the photon cannons. The photon cannons, they do nothing versus this many Mutalisks. Another one goes down. Another one bites the dust. And Mentalist is just sitting here in defense mode thinking, Jesus, what do I do? But look at all these Mutalisks. He's like, I don't even care how many Stalkers you got. I'm going to go for it, but I don't think he should be doing this fight. He's not really trading too cost effectively there, but Sleep doesn't seem to care too much. We have a big run by going into the main here. Results being warped. He's going to try and take out that Twilight Council, which won't do too much. A nice Storm there. Oh my god, Storm just trashes all those Zerglings, but he managed to take out the Twilight Council anyway. Zerglings don't care. Back here in the middle, the 4th is once again going to get taken out by Sleep. Is he going to get it? Yes, he does force a cancel. Nice job there from Mentalist, at least paying attention, getting the cancel off. Not going to lose all the resources. And now Sleep, look at the bases. He's got the middle, he's got the bottom, he's got 5 bases rolling pretty good for him. He's got some Mutas. I don't know where these guys are going to. Must be a miss rally point. Yep, they're heading on the way back. And look at these Muta. Just a sick number of Mutalisks. Oh my god. Protoss players right now are probably thinking, what am I supposed to do to this? How do you beat this? Well, gotta land a couple good storms, that's for sure. And the Mutalisks are gonna fall back. So at some point, Mentalist needs to either get an amazing like hit with these Mutalisks, deal a lot of damage, and just go for a base trade, have some Archons or maybe High Templar defensive, and just try and trade bases, because he's just, seems like he's just slowly leaking. It's just not working out that good for him. And I like this. Look at the Sleep splitting up his Mutas. I love this, splitting up a couple to take out the High Templar, keeping the majority of them here in the back. Nice play, nice advanced Mutalist tactics here from Sleep, and now he's going to fall back and cling to the High Templar. He cleaned up the Photon Cannons, and now he's going to fall back. Now he's going to fall back. Big amount of Banelings. Oh my god, so many Banelings down here at the top. Actually, up here at the top of the map. He's taking a base at the top. Sleep is like, alright, I ran out of bases on my side. I'm going to start taking yours. And Mentalist is, oh man, oh my god, the Banelings. Here we go, the Banelings, the Storm! Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? Oh my god, the Storm didn't do enough damage, and they're just going to roll on in here and take out everything. Oh my god. Banelings continue to attack, Mutalisks coming in for attack, but the Banelings going to keep rolling in, and the second Storm does manage to take him out. Archon morphing in there. Merging, I should say. Archon merging in there. But those Banelings, that Storm did, I think those Banelings probably had like 4 life left. He needed to storm those guys twice, I think, if that's the correct number. But anyways, Sleep, yeah, another base here being taken. Has creep all the way down to this base. Mentalist at this point is like, well, I don't have any bases, pretty much. I got Blink Stalkers and like 2 Colossus, and yeah, you can try to base race a Zerg player, but in this situation, the Zerg player is just so far ahead. If you're going to go for a base race, I think you have to try it a little bit earlier. He does have the base here in the middle and a lot of Photon Cannons, but Mentalist going to go for a push, take out this base, and then maybe fall back. Zergling's going to go in for an attack here, take out some Photon Cannons, but there's just so many Photon Cannons, it's not going to matter. Mutants here at the back going to take out the production of Mentalist, so that's going to slow his production down a little bit. Which is, look at this, that's crazy. 45 Mutalisks, 1 Roach, that 1 Roach. I have no clue where he's at. There he is, I found him. That was pretty quick. I was kind of... I was looking around the menu map like, where would a Roach be? And I saw like the most lonely Roach up there in the top of the map. Forever alone Roach. And this robotic space so dead. Take it out with the Mutas, no problem, says Sleep. Stalkers, who cares? Take him out. Stalkers blinking forward. Muta just gonna fly away. That's what they do. Gonna take out that Twilight Council once again. And now a Stargate is being built. I like the thought process here from Mentalist. You know what? There's about 50 Mutas out now. I should probably make some Phoenixes on top of the Stalkers. Either that or he's just getting desperate, or he wants a Mothership, not quite sure. But getting a couple good Muta kills there. That trade actually went well for Mentalist. But he's just going back and forth here. Oh, almost got a decent Storm there. Almost, I should say. Bailey's going into here for another big attack on the Nexus. Not going to be enough, but he's going to do a little bit of damage, take out some. And Nexus here once again getting taken out by Sleep. Sleep is just everywhere. Mentalist just can't, I mean, he's got 2 flocks of Mutas attacking 2 locations here. The top one does fly away, but this one down here, he just got so many Mutas, he's like, alright, yeah, I'll take out these pylons, no problem. Mentalist now supply block due to just a massive amount of harass. 32 Banelings being produced. Where is this at? Oh, yeah. He's even got a Greater Spire on the way. Oh my gosh, poor Mentalist. I mean, at this point, I could, it's like, you know, if you play Starcraft at all, you've been in games like this where it's like, there's no hope whatsoever. you just get being constantly beaten every second of the game, and you're thinking, what can I do to get this game back on my side? Like, what could I possibly do? And against an army like this, like Sleep has, it's just like the control he's had this whole game. It's just like, you got to be thinking, like, what can he do? He's even spreading out his Mutas. What is this? Is he like Terran all of a sudden? Bailey's going to come in. He's got a flank. Mutas coming in. Stalkers blinking somewhere. Storm does down on the Bailey's. He's going to take out the Bailey's. Yes, I think he only does a little bit of damage here, but there's so many Muta. What is this? It's like a Magic Box Protoss army. Doesn't even care. Sleep takes out everything. GG from Mentalist. Damn. That was crazy. That was such a crazy game there from Sleep. I saw so many things there with Mutalist that I don't think I've ever seen before. The Banelings. Single file stream going right through the Storm. Don't even care about that storm. Go straight forward. Take out that Nexus. So many multi-prong attacks here from Sleep. I'm going to enjoy editing this video. Yeah, amazing play here from Sleep. So, yeah, this is a best of 3 series. So, let's, well, there's going to be more games. So, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get the rest of this series. YouTube.com/EonShiKeno. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.